Hello everyone, welcome back to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4. The Chief Warlock Engineer of Clan Scryer has settled, invaded, in this blessed realm for my first anti-seals campaign. There are seals on the map. Others are attempting to seize the power of this world and rob Ikit of his glorious victory once again. But we shan't allow it. Thank you all so much for your support in the first episode. Everyone was waiting for the rats, weren't they? And I hope to make you proud. If you could, like the video, it helps out the channel. And Ikit will do his best to prove worthy of it. We have settled our third city, Crookback Mountain here. This was one of the major Skaven strongholds. I know this doesn't look very crooked, backed, or mountainous, but, just go with it. There is a Skaven port. It's in my list of names. I don't remember what it was called. I could have looked it up. I suppose a farm is always good for a first building. So why not make it a water farm? I believe this is in here. Is it not? Oh. Whoops. Ah, well. Making Crookback Mountain a Seafarers Guild will be really funny. I'm into it. Your troops engage the Celestial Lion and its minions, but they seem to be withdrawing in a defensive formation. Yeah. We don't care. We will pluck the feathers of their young and use it in one of our many inventions. Ikit doesn't care. We are going to continue expanding and securing Crookback Mountain for now. We, of course, have a kind of a dangerous timing, I suppose. Oh no. Also, someone let me know that there is a story about the Skavens kind of cooperating with a human faction. Of course, the humans then did not pay the warpstone the Skaven were rightly owed, and it all fell apart. So with that lore in mind, I am going to temporarily befriend Gubbin. Partially because he already declared friendship, and partially because he is an EverQuest character. And that has a deep spot in my heart. We can also use our war spoils for the Declaration of Supremacy. Unfortunately, we won't be able to maintain it. We can do both friendship and supremacy. I'm sure we'll declare supremacy eventually. I'm sure of it. Don't you worry. So we're going to expand the City of Pillars up towards this so we can grab our first Ancient Wonder. I'm happy to report that we can expand over here for Metropolitan Society, which I don't get to use very often, but it is a very fun society trait. Malice Manorak has leveled up. So we got the Miasma Shot, not something I do very often, but it is very lore-friendly with the boy. And Culling Hunter also makes a lot of sense because we will be doing a number of negative status effects. But I could also just grab that. Endurance training. Endure, my Skaven. My Skaven Legion. Decompose is going to be very helpful in this playthrough because there is a Necromancer. Progressively. Chief Disboldy Troll Hunter of the Free City Bloodguard greets you with a wily smile. Oh, ain't that sweet. I am trying to get the achievement for here, but I don't think it's going to happen. I suspect Gubbin, this is Thalor actually, I suspect Thalor is going to vassalize them before I can intimidate them into following me, if I had to guess. We have 13 turns until our next hero. We have several scouts that are out and about, all on auto explore, and we do know that there is a Blinty boy over here, so I think if we can temporarily peace out with Gubbin, come to an understanding with the Guardians of the Veil, then we can focus our attention over here. Because we do know that Raphael is claiming a seal somewhere. I don't remember where. But somewhere. Just trust. Trust. So we're going to want this. I will try not to go crazy on the roads. Road gore, road gore, road gore. That thing. We might have to fight this. We'll see. Very nice. The Ring of Escape. Sure, we'll take this up away. We give that to Malice because Ikit has the Ring of Wind Barrier. We can just think of it as warp energy all around him deflecting missiles. That makes sense. At least to me. 2 mercenaries, 2 mage locks. What completes this? A dragoon. You want this as well. We aren't going to be doing any summoning of things. Ooh, we have this. We do want to press our SPI buttons, but I really want to get more. I suppose we could have an overseer in this army. Just more of everything, you know? I need a second quarry to boost. This is, of course, from a mod again. I think it's a great building, actually. I wouldn't mind if that building was this added baseline. TBH. Or a building like it. It doesn't have to be that exact building. Oh, another mage lock. I'm being blocked by this rude sod. But I suppose we can go this way. We can meet up with the team. Research. Liaison Senkyo. It is something that the... Well, not the Skaven, but Clan Scryer in particular was quite fond of. Food. I think I should get a Forester. We'll clear this. We'll start clearing these. We'll head over here. Maybe I should get out a scout to help me out. You know, when I can afford it and not have 1 single gold in my name. No power skills available. It is adaptive research. I do like that. But I think we're going to hold a rivalry as declared by Thalor. That's not that surprising. I have beaten Valor of Man, and I'm happy to report that my made-up ending wasn't all that different than the actual ending. I saw it coming. Even though there were still a few plot twists to behold. Who's this? Hmm? Who's this? Who's this? Do you think I can open this and go find out? To be determined. Your hero, Malice Manrak, appointed governor of the City of Pillars, approaches you in distress. Wise Chief Warlock Engineer, I would ask for your advice, wisdom, on the following matter. A group of disgruntled veterans have been stirring up trouble in the city. They have set up camp just outside the gates, where they continue to sow dissent and make demands. Yet, the city guard does not want to take up arms against their own. Great Chief Warlock Engineer, can you relieve us of these dissenters, betrayers? Sure. Actually, no, that's kind of our, well... I was going to go over here and do this, but I guess we should do this. Alright, fine. I believe we have to clear all this out. Yeah. So we'll do that. We shall purchase 1 more scout. Stone house. Walls. I ain't got no money. It's fine. Right? Game? We're fine. Chillin'. Ooh. Why did you not go on the road? Mako? You can have that. I really wish I could blow these up. These are the underground mountains. The stalagmites. Very annoying. Supremely annoying. I mean, I could build these. Why not? Get it out of here. No power skills available. We have the Right of the Armorer and Metropolitan Society. Currently, we don't have any borders, so we'll take the Right of the Armorer instead. This will be for Ikit Claw. Even though he has this currently. He is the champion. Doesn't boost his magic, but that's okay. Let it be known that Raphael is not to be trusted. I agree, Mayor Govins. The founder of Mortadria steps up with one fist against her chest and speaks on behalf of her free city. Step no further, she commands with an outstretched hand. We, architects of the monolithic apes, shall not invite ruin upon our domain. I, Founder Selene Lithos, bid you state your purpose or leave us to our works. She regards you for a space, then raises up her chin. So, what shall it be? Death! Well, not yet. Good job, Scout. You're doing great. So we do still have 4 more opponents to discover. I think I remember them all. It's been a couple of days. We'll see. I'm very proud of myself this time, because usually I have like a set list of the IPs that I pull from, and I felt like I stretched out a little bit. It was fun to see everyone who remembered. Oh, wow. Flee, my scout, flee! Who fondly remembered Rift. Aw. Alongside me, it was a great game. It actually made me think about why Rift fails. I mean, they did release a classic version, so did they fail? Not sure. Oh, I should have put magic back on. That's fine, they did great without me. But I remember feeling pretty sad about the Chloromancer rework, like the first one. I don't know how much has changed since then. But it was such a unique class, and they kinda nerfed it into the ground, from what I remember. Just sad times all around. If anyone knows like why Rift didn't do well, besides the fact that it was trying to compete with WoW, and back then, any attempts to compete with WoW ended poorly. Like the prophecy says, WoW can only be destroyed by WoW. And they're doing a pretty good job of it. Guided projectiles is in. I would like Mental Mark. I would like Lightning Torrents. I would. We'll grab Lightning Torrent first. I haven't been able to use a world spell yet. Guided projectiles will help us out fantastically. Ikit Claw is now renowned level 3. Which is fantastic. This gives us more casting points. It's nice to have more casting points, but... Your hero, Artemek the Priests, asks you for an audience. Gazing to the floor, he pronounces, I see how others achieve their ambitions, desires, while I lay waiting for my chance to prove myself as a shepherd. I seek renown, like any other. Do I not deserve it, my chief warlock engineer? Am I unworthy of glory greatness? I plead for your guidance once again. Well, Shepherd is awful. Not for us. I can make you an elitist. Why not? Now, Priest isn't very accurate, I don't think. For, the Skaven. There are the Plague Priests, I suppose. But we can call you the Greyseer. The Greyseers were kind of like the spiritual leaders of the Skaven, if you can call them that. And they dominated the Council of 13 and pretty much the politics of Skavenblight. They spoke for the Great Horned Rat. And I actually, while I was looking to make the thumbnail, I went back and I watched the Total War Warhammer 3 Skaven cinematics, which are, of course, non-canon, but also really fun. And I remembered why they didn't do Clan Greyseer in Warhammer 2, and that's because Clan Greyseer was sacrificed to open the rift for the Great Horned Rat to break into the world. It was really well done. I forgot about that. You're spoiling it. No one saw that. Your troops engage the Celestial Griffin. Ooh. It's a turn of Imperium for... Study. Research. Yes, yes. Doomsphere. That's my lore excuse there. This is another Arcanium ore. We fought an Arcanium ore really early. And you could argue that that was a mistake. But it worked out in the end. Or, yeah, an Arcanium ore. I think we are going to try and meet up with Ikit's Claw. Why did I not just go this way, though? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question. A question of questions, you could say. Need a second farm. Are we looking for a fourth city? That's an idea. I am not opposed to this idea. This offer. Boost. I'd like a farm. A farm with fishies. I also need money. Don't queue things. Since we lost a scout, I might get another scout. Sure. Guided projectiles is ready. This will give our battle mage units, support units, ranged units, and skirmisher units the ability to fire one hex further without the long-range accuracy penalties, ignoring accuracy penalties from the obscuring condition caused by units that are in the way, or certain terrain, such as walls. Yes, yes. Malice is already renowned level 4, providing 10% more knowledge income from the City of Pillars, which has 2 research posts already. I'm heavily debating on expanding, because I think I can reach this. No. Anakin. I'm too weak. Fine. We will grab our second farm here, because now we can Metropolitan this when we get the time. Beast Wrangler leaves in 5 turns. I might end up killing... That's why I wasn't going to go this way, because he's in the way. So the Skaven had a rat mounts, but there are, of course, no rat mounts in this game. The dogs were kind of like the closest that I could conceive. So I'm not sure if it's worth us getting the Beast Wrangler, and we're not really using weapons that allow us to mount anyway. I might kill him for funsies. I don't think I've ever killed the Beast Wrangler. Usually I kill the hero trainer after I bought everything from him because of shadow extraction. But unfortunately we won't be having any shadow in this campaign. Even though it does make sense to gain knowledge from killing people as a Skaven, there will be none of that here. Good job. Keep digging. So then we're going to wait and we'll kill him when we unite. Lightning Torrent is in. We'll use that as well. Ooh. I want this and this. I think we'll start with the tower. Okay, what are we doing? Tier 3, so I can expand onto the Wonder. What are you doing? Boost! How are we looking up here? We could go for the Mausoleum of Mages. I think. You can also go here. So Province into this landmark, get plus 10 mana. The Volcanic Eruptions combat enchantment, so if we fight in this terrain, we get that. Volcanic Heat. Oh, so I can't regenerate. So do with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark, gain the recruitment of the Infernal Fiend and the Magma Spirits. Oh, of Infernal Fiend and Magma Spirit units. Interesting. So there was a comment about how this isn't bad. We are getting low on mana income. Going Infernal Fiend makes sense for Skaven, because they do, of course, side with the Great Horned Rat and the end of all things. Where are we going with you? This is Ikit's Claw. Sundering Resistance sounds decent. Of course, I'll just grab Lightning Strike. I think I wanted to go double Initiate, which is weird, but trust, you know? One of those. Adaptive Armor definitely makes sense for Ikit. But do I want to get that, or do I want to just go this way? think we just want to go from the top. Because then we can go into Spellblade, Spellblade 2, with Spellblade 3. Spellblade Expertise, excuse me. Because remember, ultimately our goal is to have a sword and staff. Should we have 30 thingies? It's going to take us a while to get to that point. I think it's not a bad idea to make Skaven Blight a smithing guild. That's probably the best course of action. Regulos has captured his first seal. Okay, we're going to have to get our crap together. We're going to have to go. Which is fine. You know? We can afford a little bit of slowness right here, right now. But I think after this, we're going to have to just gun it. Unfortunately, you get to live. We're going to wait. Crookback can annex again. What do you need, Crookback? Better question, what don't you need? Make sure we grab that so no one else can. Boost. Other scouts. Okay, so we can link up with this. Casting reserves is fantastic. Not sure if it's what we need now. There's a lot of astral traits that are just very good for us in time, but not right now. Has someone else claimed a seal? Spoiler! I wish it didn't show the name of people that claim the seal if you don't know who they are. I think there's probably not code for that, but a little bit of handcrafted region here. Someone asked if I've used a mod that adds handcrafted regions, and I have. I can't remember which campaign it was. Was it Gaius Julius Mento? That sounds right. And my gripe with it, spoilers, was that I felt like there were too many handcrafted regions. Like, it felt like the RNG of the map generation was gone. It was just different hodgepodge, like a huge hodgepodge of handcrafted regions. I'm down to try again, though, if people have one they want to recommend. The full moon draws closer to your world. Its pull on the oceans climbs to unprecedented levels. This is a moon unlike any you have seen before. It glows like a white-hot steel shield. Soon, salty waves stir with such violence that they wash over beaches and cliffs alike. Storm clouds, black as ink, form over the seas and deluge the continents, their burdens spilling on the saturated surface of the realm. The Colossus moon reigns supreme. Shores cannot contain the seas, and thunderstorms flood the lands. So thunderstorms are active in combat. All units become wet, and one random unit will take 20 lightning damage. Wet units is very good for us, because it reduces their lightning protection. Region Other will turn into swamp. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening! Gubbin. We might have to talk about this, Gubbin. Cool, we're perfectly in range. Come on and zap. Alright, we're going to have to fight this ourselves, because this is going to be spooky. Let me just see how the AI does. But we're going to have to fight this probably ourselves. Ooh, yeah, okay. So, did I have to kill the Beast Strangler? No. Is it funny? Yes. What is this? Ikit Claw attack the shop structure. Animal and dragon units of this effect's owners gain +1 defense and +1 resistance upon 10% damage. Okay. So, I'm assuming you can summon. Conjure Greater Beast. Yeah. Alright, so the only thing scary here is the Wrangler Ogre and the Fractured Dragon. This is, of course, because of our world threat being just medium. Or normal, excuse me. Which there's been some discussion about. I wish I could kind of control a bit more clearly what the world threats were, because I feel like it really slows down the early game to have a high world threat. Like, you have to chop through terrifying things. If you go with high world threat. Very early on. But then, there's also the complication. So we got the black bear. Oh, okay. Complication. The complication of the free cities are kinda weak. We'll grab the anti-magic tincture. And I think we're gonna heal here. Kind of is Ikit going in? I think Ikit's going in. How in is Ikit going? Get a random buff. Ikit's Claw. Kaboom! Not gonna lie, that didn't seem all that great. We can charge this, though. Okay, now we can heal this stack. Okay, that's just not taking damage. Good to know. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can do a little bit of marking and shooting. Okay. There's a 35% chance of hitting distracted, which would be fantastic for us. Nope. We tried. Take him! Not too shabby. I was kind of counting on killing this turn, I'm not gonna lie. Take aim. That sound effect is so exciting. Because I think... Doesn't he just turn around and kill Ikit? I think he does. Bye. Oh, incredible hit. We're fine here, I think. Gonna push it back, but I don't think there's a need to. Oh, if I miasma... Oh. If I miasma here, it's really bad. So I do not want to sniper shot this. You want to regular shoot it. That looked pretty cool. I didn't pay very close attention last time to, I could have tried for a subdue. That seems insane, though. I didn't pay very close attention to the animation of the special weapon, which I said I was going to. Okay. There is a strong possibility that Ikit dies here. A less... Oh, I didn't move you. Like, if he just turns and attacks Ikit, there could be trouble. Good. Fantastic. Oh, he missed me. The mercenaries get paid to die. I don't make the rules, okay? I'm just telling you how it is. Take aim! Might have been overkill. Maybe just a little bit. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, we're just gonna shoot him to death, I think. Oh. Listen to the cries of the Giselles. Ah, music to my ears. Can I subdue a summoned creature? 53%. We're gonna find out. I suppose what I mean by can I subdue a summoned creature is can I then take it? Because if I can have a dire bear, I mean, that's funny. I'll try. Ikit's Claw. Wow. The cry of the Giselle. It's beautiful. Right, Fatso. How do I even have Assassin's Strength? I don't remember. Just pretend those are wolf rats. It has wolf in the name, you know? Beautiful shot. Doesn't have the sound effect, but that's okay. I'm willing to forgive. Because it's just a mod. There shall be leniency. 19, huh? Okay. I think that's it. Ow! What did the Warplock Giselle do to you? Probably wouldn't even be able to take it. But, you know, it would have been nice. Alright, we lost 1 unit instead of 3. That's a win in my book. Ooh. Oh. That's a modern unit. I do really want them to add, like, actual dragons. Oh, we're going this way. But as mounts, if you're familiar with the World of Warcraft, you don't know what I'm about. I remember being so excited when you could first get dragon mounts. Oh. What is this going to dig out? Here's a thing of glory. I think we have to go Academy, right? Malus Manorak. Haven't decided what we're doing with him yet. Like as far as weapon is concerned. He might just be a full mage lock. We'll go with Culling Hunter. I suppose. Raltur is into War Party. More war spoils for us to claim. I suppose we'll put this in our pocket in case we need it. We have exactly 18 casting points. We can cast it once per turn. You never know. Might even need it for our quest battle. Probably not. There's quite an interesting discussion about the Reaver's balance, because they are getting a rework. Again, we don't really know when or what the scope of it's going to be, but there's some discussion that they don't need it, and it's just that they're a very high skill ceiling culture, which I think is true. It requires some very specific planning and like proper positioning them to be super effective. But I think the problem is that they're also a very high skill floor culture. And some would argue that's not really a problem, but even the AI struggle. It'd be nice if the AI could at least semi-proficiently play every culture. You encounter the insurrectionists of City of Pillars, a group commanded by a magelock who takes a brave stance when seeing your troops. So, you've heard about our protest? She asks. Then you must have heard about the way we are treated, too. Long have we guarded your city, fought alongside you. But what then? The old and wounded are tossed aside like old dish rags. No more! Our work and sacrifice deserves respect. We demand food and shelter for the wounded and elderly. We do not wish to fight you, O Chief Warlock Engineer, but we will fight for the well-being of those who served you. Yeah, well, then you made your bed. Now, die in it. See? Easy. You dealt with the disgruntled veterans and restored peace to the City of Pillars. Malice Manrak is relieved. Thank you, Chief Warlock Engineer Ikit Claw, for restoring order, peace in City of Pillars. The citizens are very impressed by your actions. They won't rise up again for a while. Even the elderly are more motivated than ever. It seems the veterans of the city are eager to show their war. What's more? What shall we have them do? That's a good question. They don't need to say, money's good. Money's great. Okay. Now what? Now what? I would love to clear the city. Clear all this crap out. Might be the best way to do it. Because there's so many nodes to clear out for the Crooked Mountain, and then we can take over something that's already been taken. Oh, it's right next to the city, the capital. The River of Souls. I didn't clear any of this crap out either. Now that you've tiered up, you can definitely expand here, right? Right. This gives knowledge per quarry. Okay. Excavated. Blah, blah, blah. Gubbin, I know we're friends, but let's not get too comfortable, shall we? How far are we to the good stuff? 10 turns, okay. I do like soil tenders. We are going to need siege specialization. I suppose adaptive research isn't bad. SPIs grant +5 gold. I do want SPIs. We'll grab Metropolitan Society so I don't forget. Because I will. Alright, we're going up. You need 2 more units because you lost a mercenary. Do we have a Dragoon on the way? Yeah. Wouldn't say it's a great thing to have on the way, but it's coming. Tower True Set is in. Let's grab the Mental Mark. We can use this in combat for easy marking and resistance reduction, which will be more important later. Need a second Forester. Up. We'll get some production with that as well. Boost to get a tavern going. Okay. This Grey Seer has leveled up. Decompose, please, and thank you. Will be very important. Lightning Torrent is ready, of course. New Empire skills, we saw that. Gubbin has crossed Raphael. I don't care. Phalor is threatening me. I have very unjust declarations. Can't really do much about that, I don't think. Hey, Gubbin. You seem to not like me. How about you, Raphael? How about you go meet him? And he'll declare on you too. Because we're both evil. Here you go. Nice. perfectly calculated. It wouldn't be a bad idea to declare rivalry to somebody so that I can declare like a large major justification someday. That wouldn't be an awful idea. Be a good idea for the Imperium income. Uh-oh. So as these other characters grab the seals, they're going to gain permanent grievances that I'll be able to exploit. Yeah. Every time he captures the seals, it's justification. So I will be able, in time, to do a major declaration there. Thaler's captured a seal. So it's cool and all that I'm, you know, creating my Skaven Empire. But we're going to have more important things to focus on. Like not losing. What was that? What are those? I think the Sanctuary of the Horde is too difficult right now. Ooh, there's a rainbow clover. Wow, okay. I only have Arcadium ore. Good to know. Let it be known that Gubbin has crossed you. I don't care. Destroy the Forsaken Cove. I would love to, Gubbin. I'm a little busy, though. Maybe I could move this way, clear this. Grab this, kill this, and then swing back around, maybe. I discovered something. You know what I haven't discovered? My opponents. We're going to want to get this too. So much to do and so much to see. I mean, Regulos is ripe for the taking. The River of Souls is right over here. Maybe I can kill him before he gets a legion of bone dragons like Rastakhan had. You've been king a long time, Rastakhan. Maybe too long. You know what else I don't see? I don't see any blessed fields. This is supposed to be a blessed realm. Where are the blessed fields? Hmm? I think I can annex this perfectly. As well. So I guess we might as well go this way. Don't feel too pressured right now. I'm feeling it a little bit. But I'm saying this more for myself as well. Once we get advanced logistics, things will rapidly speed up. We'll be able to start grooving. I think we're going to go this way and dig this out. Good, that's some stability and knowledge. This is definitely going to be a Scholars Guild in time. Eventually. We'll build that building. We have a Dragoon on the way. You're getting that. And you can get this and this. Don't queue things, babe. Right. Okay. So, you are Chief Warlock Engineer Ikit Claw of Clan Scryer. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. Ladies and gentlemen, my first character from Pillars of Eternity, Oathbinder Wodica, the Burned Queen. She leads the Forsaken Order. Wodica was created by the Engwith as the strongest of the gods and ruler of their pantheon. In her prime, there was nothing in Eora she could not do. She represented justice itself and would go to any length to maintain what she believed to be right. In time, the other gods grew to fear her, and dethroned and exiled her in Magran's fire. Even in her weakened state, Boudica remained a powerful deity. Priestesses of the Exiled Queen served as legal advisors and judges in the empire that had not forgotten her, and her followers had a saying: when Boudica takes back her throne. Thanks for the efforts of the Watcher, Boudica has reclaimed her throne. But the world of Aora is not the only world within her grasp. The Angwithans created a pantheon of gods for balance, but the Burned Queen craves a world of absolute justice. In this new realm, she, and she alone, shall decide its fate. So there's a lot of lore I just dumped on you, but basically, in Pillars of Eternity, the gods, the plot twist of the gods, is that they are not natural. They were created by the Angwithans, the first humans, whatever they were, as a way to create order, because they felt that there would always be chaos as long as humans were in control. So the gods were actually constructs, and Boudica, who was the chief of the gods, was eventually betrayed by the other gods. And you have the choice of either restoring kind of like a natural order near the end of the game, like the gods of the Pantheon who are still in their thrones will offer you a choice. And my first playthrough, shocker, I chose to restore Boudica, because I thought it was funny and it was evil. Evil to be determined. But yeah, I was really proud of how I was able to make her kind of look like she is in the concept art. You never really see Boudica, but yeah. She is our feudal monarchy representative, with relentless crusaders and adept settlers. I had a hard choice for her culture, but the saying was always, when Boudica retakes her throne, her followers thought that there would be like a utopia sort of deal, like a perfect order. So I felt that that would work out for us. They have arcane focus, they are hardy, and they are tenacious. She herself is an imperial warlord. She likes empires that trade grievances. She likes empires that do not break treaties. She dislikes empires with a larger domain. She dislikes empires with few alliances. She is driven by war. She will never surrender, and she seeks to exterminate and to expand. She hates me, because she too is a relentless crusader. The reason I went for Relentless Crusader on her is because she kind of has like two faces. She has the face you're looking at, as like the Imperial Judge sort of figure. And then she has a face called the Strangler, which people reported was like an elderly woman that would appear and literally strangle people to death if they had like broken their oath or betrayed somebody or whatever. You know, delivering justice, sort of. Retribution. To the point that some of the cultures in Pillars of Eternity even had strangling as like a punishment for breaking contracts and whatnot. Pillars of Eternity has really cool lore, but, you know, then Pillars of Eternity 2 happens and kind of changes it. Boudica is in 2, I believe. She appears in a vision, so I'm not sure if it's canonical that you restore Boudica by feeding a bunch of souls to her, but who knows. And then there's that next one that is technically in the Pillars of Eternity lore, but technically I don't want to talk about it. It's Awoken. Is that what that game is called? I think so. That doesn't sound right, though. Maybe it is? Oh. Anyway, I didn't play the game, so it doesn't matter. And I think it's like many years later. Okay, welcome to our second tier 2 tome. There are a lot of great choices here. My first instinctual choice was the Tome of the Shades. This is very Eshin coded. Clan Eshin is the sneaky assassins. The Shade is perfect for the Night Runners. Or the Death. Whatever. But I have decided against it. We're not going to go for the Eshin Tome. But it gives a little shadow, which would have been nice. The Tome of Winds is like if you're really leaning into Mage Locks, which we are, but they're going to have a friend. They're not going to be alone. And of course, it also kind of sucks that, you know, the Zephyr Archer is here. The Wind Rangers don't really matter. They don't really command the winds. And someone recommended Tome of the Dungeon Depths. I had a hard time, like, really justifying the clay creatures, because they like to be in their own group, right? They don't like to just join one of your YOLO stacks. And the Under Empire isn't so well made as like the dungeon terrain suggests it is. Could go Revelry for like violence. Maybe you could argue Doom Heralds. You could probably find an excuse in here somewhere for like Inquisition as well. But we're going to be going with a classic tome. One of the best, honestly. The Tome of Artificing. Because we need a frontline unit. We are so desperate for one. The Iron Golem, well, just think of it as a rat in a metal suit.
Artifice, I like to think, is the ultimate expression of genius made physical. To translate something as intangible as an idea into a working, walking automaton is truly a magnificent thing. When one can turn such creations into behemoths, marrying machine with magic that can level or raise a city, they may veritably claim the title of Artificer.
So Artisan Armaments, this is pretty good. It's not going to be ideal for us, but we could grab it. Reaper Bolt Throwers, I mean, it's from the Warhammer universe, I call them this. The Bolt Repeaters are more of like an elf thing. You could argue that we like salvage them from the elves or something, but we're more for like cannons, boom, boom. So we're going to grab the Iron Golem, and I suppose we can lock Artisan Armaments. But this will give us, hopefully, a sturdy-ish frontline to frontline for us. Grab a Forester. This will help if we do decide to go for the Smithing Guild, which I think is a good idea. We could go Masonic just for memes, and then like change it later, but we'll see. How close are we? 6 turns! Until greatness. Gubbin has crossed Wodica. Okay. War between Wodica and Regulos. War between Gubbin and Thalor. Rivalry between Gubbin and Regulos. Oh my. I am pleased that you have seen the true colors of my rival Regulos. He deserves nothing more. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Well, I am heading this way eventually. I don't think they're going to siege the city, do you? Usually they don't, but, you know, unusual things have happened before. What the heck? Huh? He just died. What? Huh. Well, thanks, I guess? Oh, I bet Thraltur was taken by somebody. That's probably what happened. We're going to be a little behind if we don't have vassals like everyone else. That is worth considering. So, you are Chief Warlock Engineer Ikit Claw of Clan Scryer. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. My friends, he was spoiled at the very end of the last episode. Say hello to the first Heartless Blint, the Underbody. The first Heartless Blint is the most pitiable creature of unimaginable horror. It is born from the darkness of all Blints that has welled within the astral sea, and that very source provides it with alarming strength. With its will alone, it has briefly passed through the door of darkness and led the deep Heartless into a new realm brimming with power. With control of the seals, the Underbody will unleash this realm's primordial essence to break open the gates of Kingdom Hearts and feast upon all the light and goodness within the astral sea to fill his own aching void. This cannot be allowed to pass. So this is the first Heartless Blint, inspired, of course, by Kingdom Hearts. Now, ain't nobody got time for me to try to explain the lore of Kingdom Hearts, but here's what's important. The Heartless are what exists when somebody loses their soul. It's just like, originally, it was just like a blob of shadow, like just a black creature with gold eyes, kind of like what Blint looks like, just without the red scars. And, you know, as the series went on, they kind of like expanded what it meant to be Heartless. But I'm going for the OG examples. And then there are nobodies, which is what happens when someone loses part of their soul, but they still have a body, because they're nobodies. And somehow Sora is like 5 different characters. That's what you need to know. That's the TLDR. Blinch is to Heartless, so that's why I went with the underbody for his other title. He is our barbarian representative, Mana Channelers. I'm sure I did this for a reason. And Scions of Evil. What did I do? He also has a Destiny trait. I'm so jealous. He has underground adaptations, the Pack Tactics, and Light-Footed. I really don't remember what your build was. I'm sorry, bud. But I'm sure there was a reason for all this. Flesh-carved runes already. He is a strategist warlord. He likes empires that have summoned units. He likes empires that have defeated other empires. He dislikes empires that trait grievances. He dislikes empires with stronger research. He is driven by war. He will never surrender, and he seeks to exterminate and to expand. Oh, I did the... Yeah, I did the thing. That's what I did. Okay, yeah. He's getting down a fun tome path. And we have met... Do we not get a thing for her? We have met Svanhild, the High Queen, from Age of Wonders 3, and she leads the Frostlings. High Queen Svanhild is the monarch and ruler of a divided and failing people. The Frostlings have a long and arduous history of fighting within and without, but even the elements themselves have seen their people reduced to a shadow of history. In their darkest and most divided hour, the art of necromancy gave them hope for a new future, led them to new lands, and forged new pacts to stop the tide of undeath they had unwillingly unleashed. The High Queen, an archdruid in her own right, believes the best course of action is to leave Athla and their vast legacy, most of which was wielded as an army of undead, behind them, and return to their roots as a people of nature. To do this, she seeks to connect with the primordial powers of a new realm. So, fun fact, this was... I can't remember what it was called. It was one of the expansions for Age of Wonders 3, and the campaign you play as Arvik the Dark, who is a pre-made character in Age of Wonders 4. And in that, you meet Melenis, and she teaches you necromancy, and she, like, awakens your ancient warriors. And the Frostlings and Necromancer and the Tigran, I think, all came out in, like, the same expansion. But High Queen Svanhild was an archdruid, and she was part of the campaign, and you, like, beseeched her for power, you know, authority or whatever. And eventually she chased down Melenis, be like, yo, no death. And just like Svanhild in our campaign, Arvik the Dark is Primal Glacial Mammoth. She is currently Strength Rank 1 as a Primal Culture, which is very impressive. They are Fabled Hunters and Druidic Terraformers. Of course, as Frostlings, their whole thing is like Arctic terrain. So hopefully the AI is using that. And she was one of the reasons why I didn't want to play on like a strictly blessed climate or anything. They have Inner Frost, they are hardy, and of course they have the Mammoth mounts. The Frostling roster was really cool. I remember really enjoying it. And it was pretty tough to replicate it in this game, but I tried my best. She has some Fae influence. There's actually a lot of Fae players in this campaign. I think. It's Gubbin and Svanhild, maybe. So we're missing 3, 6, 7, 1 more player. Can I remember who it is? That's a good question. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, at the behest of the halfling, we are going to... Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to be a tough fight. Oh, gross. Here we go. See, it was a good thing to hold this. Alright. Let's go. Let's see what the AI does. This is going to be a difficult fight. The AI does pretty well. They do lose 2 mage locks and 2 mercenaries, which is kind of unacceptable. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay, it's good. That's going over there. The ghost ship is a super annoying thing to fight, so we're going to hard pivot right here. And just ski-daddle. Okay. I don't think we have anything we need to super heal. Remember, while we are embarked, we do have some pretty significant penalties. Whoopsie doodle, get back here. I don't believe they have a lot of AoE. I think they have some. I mean, they obviously have the Banshee Howl. There's the Kraken Pull, but I think that's just around it. So we don't really want to surround it if we can help it. And the ghost ship can summon banshees. Okay, it also has this. Okay. Yeah, we're going to stay away from it. Good marking. Okay. We could try... The problem with subduing a ghost ship is that the ghost ship can only be on water. Like, most of these units are water only, which is very unfortunate. Suppose I could have cleansed it first. Alright, Ikit. How brave are we feeling? I think we're taking off this and this. Fulminate would be pretty good. Mental Mark would be decent. Designate target's not bad. I think we're going to be Fulminate spamming here. A lot of this is probably weak to water or lightning. Wow, good job splitting. Unfortunately, I haven't quite upgraded my channeler. 1, 2. 1, 2. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Counting is hard. Good enough. This is our Dragoon. Hello. Goodbye. That's the beauty of the Dragoon here. The Master Skirmisher. As he's trying to portray himself to be. Take aim! I didn't do anything. I guess it's because of the... We're in the water, right? That one had sound. Step shot. Oh. My disappointment is immeasurable. Take aim. Oh. The sound effect is like the best thing about playing this culture. And I'm being robbed. This is no damage to Banshees. The Banshees care not for your blight. Or your plight. Oh! Ooh. Oh. Civilized Frozen Stone, okay. You know what? Let's back up a little bit. Just a tiny, teensy weensy bit. We'll back up. Ow! The guy I healed got zapped. Those spawned with full AP. Nice miss. Ow. Well, I'm glad you resisted whatever that was going to be, Ikit. Alright. Ikit Claw is leaving. I was going to do a bit of a zippity zap. Zippity zap! One shot, one kill. Are you back? Okay, well. I guess we'll sniper shot this. Okay. Fire? Maybe we did distract it, which is okay, I guess. Alright, now you need to get over here and heal Ikit to full. Thank you very much. We do have some danger coming our way here. And not a lot of frontline to repel it. Remember what I said? Frontline. We are in dire need of it. We fulminating again? Probably. I could mark. This would make it distracted as well. It's a guarantee shot. Or hit, I guess. Sure. He resisted. Take aim. Okay. Why do you get your unique thingy? It's not fair. I oppose this. Oh, it's wavering. Wow. I mean, I could come here. It's fine. It looks like we blinded it with Ikit, which is nice. I don't think we have a heal just yet. Snapshot. Snapshot. Okay. Blind, electrified, marked, enraged. Okay. I did just leave a mercenary all on its own, but as I said earlier, mercenaries get paid to die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Not. Ah. Yeah, that wasn't good. I think 2 units got 1 hit KO'd there. Or were they just relocated? I think they died. Take aim! It sounds silly, but I'm serious. My enjoyment of playing has been drastically reduced because there's no sound effect on the Mage Longs. Dramatically reduced. Oh, now you're doing a bunch of damage. I see how it is. Alright. Ikit can't quite make it. How unfortunate. That you are attempting to deceive. You don't have a heal either. Who has a heal? You don't. You don't. I regret to inform you that there are no heals available. Okay, so that's around the boat. Good. Great. Go away. Stop targeting the boat. Thank you. We'll be able to heal soon enough. I also can't decompose. On water maps. That is a feature we are lacking. Snapshot. Okay. It's meant for Ikit. Have a mercenary come over here. The Dragoon's on his way. Snapshot this to death. They were battle mages, so they could fire even in melee. I mean, it would have died, but, you know. They're okay. Who got zapped? It was one of my units, of course. She survived, but that is a dead mercenary. Good graze? No. This is a tough battle. First strike. You're gonna fulminate again. The summon banshees are significantly weaker. Game. It's not gonna tell me. I wanted to see what the corpses were, but Ikit Claw. Can't really do much, actually. I guess he can go in here and take a shot. Or punch it, anyway. You don't have a heal. You don't have a heal. You have a heal, but you're stuck. So we're going to pull you out. Snapshot this. Bring you here. Cleanse you a little bit and heal you up. That is a fat heal. The Tidal Spirit's running. This is good. That's good. I believe this is a real Banshee and these two are summons. Based on how much damage they were taking. Yeah. Okay. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Snapshot. You're not in range. You're not in range. You are a very bold overseer. I appreciate it. Someone has to be. I was told that of the Skaven clans, Clan Moors was brave by Skaven standards. That's Quick Headtaker in his lot. Goodbye. Why are you running away? Come back and die. boat is a shock unit, so it has, like, a charge attack. Okay, we'll have one of the Mage Locks shoot him. Zippity zap. Go ahead and heal you. Boom. Fire pistol for 10. 14. We crit, which is nice. I appreciate it. Cristali. 5. Now, this guy does have an AoE if he walks up to us. Oh, also, I probably should have done this. Probably. It's fine. We'll get there. Eventually. Just all the ranged units coming in. Alright. It's waivers. Not another one! Oh, here we go. Oh, that would have killed him if it wasn't a fumble. I'm out of casting points. Well, good news. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shank. Okay. What a fight. We lost 1 unit. Nice. As I said, the mercenaries, they exist to get... They're paid extra because they're gonna die. They know it. It is inevitable. Inexorable. Die. Death. Okay. Not too shabby. Now we're going to go around and get back to our domain. I think that's probably the plan. I suppose we could leave it. Seems like a terrible idea. I feel like I shouldn't put this here. And yet... Who needs foresters? I don't need foresters. Good job, bub. What's up here? Stonemason in the bathhouse makes sense to me. Knowledge. Gold mine. Knowledge. I don't know why you got a bunch of growth, but I'm not going to complain. The city pillars can annex. We don't need to annex. Well, I mean, this would be better with you, I think. Oh, we were going to annex this to go here, weren't we? That's fine. We'll get around to it. Artemek is starting to gather his... Nope, I hate that. His elitists. Thalor has ended my rivalry. That's interesting. My actions speak for my wisdom, which is interesting as well. Because I am now very evil, and I have met the fierce halflings. Strength and blood. This is... Oh. Okay, look. It's funny, okay? Holy crap. I've gotten, like, no war spoils, by the way. I want to intimidate that other city. Wait, already. Yeah. I was like, I could try and intimidate this one. I could try, I suppose. Hazeberries. What are you working with? He trusts me. That's odd. Well, okay. Thank you, good sir. So for 24 gold per turn, I get Imperial Essence. Ja-ja! Something was completed and I didn't see what it was. But that's okay. Alright, let's make sure nothing's getting too crazy here. Oh, right, we haven't met my rival. That's the final person. That's who it is. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the victory conditions. Oh. Okay. Blink wins in 73 turns, which means he must have 2. Boudica must have 2 or 3. Okay. Oops. We'll rely on our scouts to keep exploring. We're almost there. 4 turns. 4 turns. And then brightness. It would be great to take over Sunspire, but I think we have bigger fish to fry. Is it too much to take this? Yeah, he took over Thralter. That's why the 3 instantly disappeared. I'll have to take a look, but I think we're going to go to war with Regulus. We'll see. How exciting of an episode, right? It's fine. The Iron Golem is in! It is time for the artisan armaments. Who needs foresters? Me. This guy. This guy needs some foresters. I can't boost anything. And I guess we can just raw dog a Masonic Hall. We get a new hero. Death Knight doesn't seem very friendly. Of course, we're not getting a Blint. We must, of course, acquire someone from Clan Strya. That seems really difficult to do. An Elementalist, huh? I feel like I can't have too many more elitists. That's pretty neat, though. The Illustrious. Arcane Governor would be pretty good, though. The Librarian. Time for you to get your own army. I don't even have a blacksmith here. No wonder it takes so long to build anything. Okay, you're going to hang out here and get our own army. Gubbin has withdrawn. He died on a seal. Sucks to suck. So, of course, for an elitist, or, excuse me, an elementalist, I think the choice is to go lightning. You could argue either lightning for warp lightning or fire for warp flame. And as funny as it is to have a red dragon mount, I don't think that makes sense. What makes sense is for you to be mountless. I don't think there's anything in the Army of Wonders for the Elementalist, though. I mean, we could check. While everyone else is doing their turn. Shield. Two-hand. Pole arms. Orbs, staff, other. Those are the skirmishers. Dragons, Eldritch. Here we go. So here's sword and orb. We have sword and staff. Dual ranged. Offhand melee. Oh. Wait, how would you... Huh? So this is instead of a shield, I guess? Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here for the Elementalist. Okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, there's also the, some special mounts here. But I don't think it's anything that's the rats would use. This poor Dragoon is just going to be stuck chasing us this whole time. Slay them all. Leave none. Ooh, you know, I wish I had anything. Okay. That would have been funny. It wouldn't have been very accurate. Okay. Would have been very accurate to the Skaven, but it would have been funny. For sure. I wonder if that thing died because it was zapped to death. Or if the AI just mispositioned it. Certainly a question to ask. So here, here, here. Okay. Face this way, everybody. Okay. Nice fat heal. And we get a fat heal for Ikit as well. Good job, Ikit. Proud of you. Here. We'll dispel first. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Here. So my launching for the Iron Golem, which we're about to have, I think. Rude. Is, Ikit himself is fighting in a... What does he call it? Like a battle suit? And so the... Oh, that's unfortunate. I kind of just pictured the... The Iron Golem to be a battle suit as well. Well, we need to save Ikit. Well, I suppose he's not in a lot of danger. Incredible shot, by the way. Because he's not on a mount. I'll stay here. Blinded goats. Come over here. Mark you. I don't have any more healing. Unfortunately. I don't really want to put Ikit in miasma, but I could, I suppose. This will help. Smack that. All on the floor. Oh, right. They're Naga. What are you anyway? Raiders, okay. Oh. See, once we get the Mart going, we do quite a substantial amount of damage. And now that Ikit's in that, he's weakened, but that's okay. Better weakened than dead, you know? I mean, I'm not sure that the spears in his rear would kill him, but they would do quite a lot. Stab. Blast him. Oh, it's fine. Could you imagine this is a full force of Naga? That would be awful. They would just slip away all of the time. I am... Is excited the word to tell you? that we will have Naga enemies as well. That'll be fun. Fun's the word, right? Of course it is. We're here to only have fun. Okay. Clean and simple. Let it be known that Blint has crossed you. He is not to be trusted. You're just learning this now? No Blint is to be trusted. There is no such thing as a trustworthy Blint. Okay, hopefully this blacksmith will help speed things up. We can even go straight into the armory. Need a third quarry. This can be done. It cannot be done. It can be done. Nice. Now we can get Infernal Fiend and Magma Fiend. What kind of Infernal Fiends? Puppy! Gremlin, that's funny. Hound. Magma Spirit, Nightmare, Waifu, Chaos Eater, Infernal Juggernaut. Okay. Could I make an excuse for any of these? No? Maybe so? I suppose you could try and argue that a Chaos Eater is like a mutated creature? Because the rats work... Well, not all of the rats, but a lot of the rats use mutated experiments. Like, Clan Scryer merged magic and machinery. Clan Molder, like, reforged bodies a lot. They were, they didn't really have ethics on bioengineering. Picking up what I'm putting down. So there's actually an exceptional tome for that. But, we'll get there. The Colossus Moon finally seems satisfied with the destruction it wrought upon the world. It has begun to wane. Scouts confirm your presumptions. Many provinces on the coast have turned into swamps after being flooded by the torrential barrages that the thunderstorms delivered. Can you use these new swamps to your benefit, or will you erase the scars of the thunderstorms? Your one swamp province yields 30 food. Or, this would be great if I was going to go Naga, but I'm not. The downpour made the lands more fertile. My city of pillars will grow slightly. I feel like I shouldn't dig down here, but I'm going to. Is it time? 2 turns. Soon, my beloved, soon. We will be together again. Every campaign has 2 stages. Before Advanced Logistics and after Advanced Logistics. That's just a fact. Alright. 2 farms, 1 quarry, you are boosted. Though it is difficult to believe. I don't know what to build. Do we want crit or do we want Spellblade? That's a good question. It's probably crit. Probably. That's fun. I don't know about good, but it's fun. Meteor Strikes. That's also fun. Warp Flame? We always have a free respec on Ikit. If we change our minds. I'm keen edge with you as well. A rivalry was declared by Wotica, the Burned Queen. That's not that surprising. Baroness Aisha Demise, the Free City Charred Spar, greets you with a nefarious sneer. The Swarming Precursors. Okay. So you're near Raphael. That is a terrible color for vision. I didn't think about that at the time. The House of Hope. My, look how fancy that is. I'm glad I made him a vampire. I'm a little annoyed that he has a seal right next to his capital, but it is what it is. How is our free city doing? Doing just fine. If we could intimidate it, it would be pretty good. But again, our war spoils are non-existent. I don't think there is a way to get income from this. Like, you just have to fight people and you'll get plenty of war spoils. I think our rival was over here. Oh, here he is! Okay, hopefully we don't get kicked out of this. This is my take on Arvik the Dark. And I kind of just took what I saw from the pre-made character and gave him a mustache. Because I thought it was funny. Arvik was a promising champion of Clan Varnheim, who went to Midwinter with the sole purpose of becoming the High Queen's consort and elevating his falling clan. During his visit to his Hall of Forefathers, a Gordier approached him, offering to raise the warriors of the past to serve Clan Varnheim and win the favor of the High Queen. In the end, Arvik learned the arts of necromancy and turned against Melenis the Lifeless, who sought to eradicate all life on Athla. Despite his devotion to his newfound necromantic ways and its endless application for the Frostling people, Arvik has followed his High Queen as her consort to a new realm to reconnect with the power of life that he belittles. So he is a Death Knight, and I just thought it'd be funny to have them together again. Because like I said, this character is a pre-made in Age of Wonders 4, as he was the character you played in Age of Wonders 3. And yeah, I thought it was a fun little... a romance of the ages. Or whatever. This poor Dragoon. He'll get there one day. Siege magic! Very nice. It's a special tool that'll help us later. I mean, it'll help our support units now. Who is it? Who? We're doing it. Are you who I think I am? Fantastic! We found 2 custom heroes back to back. Ah, that's so good. Elsbeth is the mistress of the Endless Court and right-hand woman to the Destructor. In an attempt to restore Regulus to his glory, Elsbeth invaded the Iron Tomb to harness the River of Souls and transform the noble Marchwarden's tomb into an army of the undead. Alas, Elsbeth's attempt was foiled by brave adventurers who hailed from a distant future, but her boldness drew Regulus's favor. In this new world of potential, Elsbeth has been reconstituted to assist the Devouring Snake in ridding this world of all life. Isn't this a beautiful skin? Or, costume. This is the Evoker's robe. It looks so good. I've used it on 2 people, I think. I had a hard time not using it on 3. It's so fantastic. But yeah, no, this is happening. This is unacceptable! I figured Regulus was going to be dying soon, because he's right next to us. I don't believe... yeah. I can't get this any faster. How fare your grand plans? They fared great until you got in my way. Very well, Ikit Claw, he says through gritted teeth. If it is a war you want, it is a war you will get. Call the banners. Get that shit out of here. I wish I could hit Elsbeth, but she's gonna get out of here. Enjoy your freedom for now. I should have built a road. Soon, my precious. Soon. Mana. We will grab Astral Inspiration. This will be whenever we research a skill. The knowledge cost of another random skill is reduced by 25%. This will help us blow through our research a bit faster. You'll love to see it. We grab Soil Tenders. We are going to be grabbing this in 1 turn. Un solamente. The game begins. Oh, fantastic. The Armory is up. That gave us 1 less turn on the Iron Golem. We are going to pump some Mage Locks as well. We're going to need a second Iron Golem as well. So this is going to be the stack pretty much. 2 Iron Golems, Elementalist, Overseer, and 2 Mage Locks. And I'd like to boost it. I'd like to get this guy going as soon as possible. I could. But I shouldn't. I could, 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 but I shouldn't. Forcer, right? Farm. Quarry. I forgot about this. It's fine. Quarries make it cheaper to build stuff. We need a conduit as well. Okay, we will have a temporary conduit here. I'll replace this later. Artemek the Grey Seer has leveled up. Reincarnate doesn't make any freaking sense, but we can polymorph. Just consider it like a laser beam gone wrong or something. We got the Apparent Development skill. Gubbin has returned to New Rivervale, and a rally has begun. Ogres. Ogres! Ogres! Ogres. Rat ogres? I was, Alright, we'll get a butcher's. I'm coming over here. So, true rat ogres would be the warbreeds from the Tome of Devastation. But let's just say that tier 3 is a little too cramped. It's on the docket. Flee! Oh, he has those. Flee, my little floaty. Okay. Tier 2 is packed. Like, super packed. Oh, Arcane Conduit. Or Focus Crystal. I think we take the River of Souls. I can't even keep its name. Okay, Elsbeth got out of here. Good for her. She is the final boss that I killed. In Rifts. Oh, Advanced Logistics! The game begins. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in. Domani. E che es el problema? La problema. Problemas are feminine. I didn't make the language. Death. Oh, wait. Knowledge. Research. Doomsphere! Okay. Ikit does not want a second dragon. Ikit can have the Rat Ogre. Although, to be fair, Rat Ogres are a clan... They're a clan molder creation, but everyone kind of had one. Like, Thankful was part of Clan Greyseer. He's one of the most famous Skaven. And he had his Bonebreaker, right, was his Rat Ogre. While traveling past a hill crowned with the vestiges of a ruined castle, you hear the remote echo of a cheering crowd. You move closer to investigate. The ruins open out into a makeshift fighting arena. In the gap formed by a broken wall stands a group of angelic envoy, led by a ringmaster gesturing at you. A noble chief warlock engineer graces us with his presence. Welcome, bloodthirsty onlooker. He smiles with a mouth missing most of its teeth. I run this mobile fighting establishment. The toughest gladiators bring home the gold. He holds up a pouch filled with coins. The ringmaster proclaims, join the carnage, defeat my heroes, and win with gold. Or use those pretty legs to run straight back home. Now, I like to fight this, but, whatever, we'll fight it. I was going to say, I usually like to fight this, but I'm okay autoing it. This event is fantastic if you're doing Shadow, like a Shadow build. Just because, ooh, whoa, get back here. Just because of how much knowledge you get from knowledge extraction. Which, again, very Skaven to rip out the brains of people. In fact, one of the most famous Rat Ogres He's not truly a rat ogre. He's something else. Mutant rat ogre. Boom. His name is Gorich, and he actually has the brain of a Norskin berserker that was just ripped out of somebody. And implanted. Isn't that adorable? Hello! I actually think I do more damage just stabbing them because they're mounted. Yep. Because they're mounted. Incredible. Incredible. You could have argued I would have been stronger if I brought my hero up here first, because then... Boom! Because then I would have had a chance to crits. Oh well. You're not dead. Oh. The sound of music. It brings joy to this hardened heart. Oh. I wish I could hit both of you. I forgot it was this way. I thought that it was hitting this would deal damage this way, but I guess it's the other way around. I should have known. I've killed so many people through the blood pacts. Alright. Well. Good fight, everyone. Ikit's Claw! 101. You know, maybe I need to consider this Assassin Strike ability. Maybe it's worth keeping. So you have the Crimson Rain. I'm not doing any bleeding. True Sight and Flanker. Crown of Accuracy. Ooh, those are fantastic. You were victorious against a band of fierce gladiators. The Ringmaster grins and weaves his way past expired combatants. Amazing! By the god ear, I haven't seen that sort of fighting in ages. He pats the fat coin purse on his belt. Coins jingle. I suppose you expect payment, my chief warlock engineer. He looks around and says, "Pack it up, boys. The Contender's Ruins has a new owner, and his name is Ikit." He grins at Ikit while his underlings mutter and leave. "Here is your cut of the winnings. Now we'll take our leave," he says, holding out a much smaller bag of coins. Draft and Crookback. We'll take all the money. Okay. The game is on. We're in it to win it. We have so much clearing to do. Maybe that was a bit preemptive. I mean, I completely inhibited the building of a city. Surely that's worth it, right? Somehow? Whose army was this? It was Ikit's. I think. Huh? I am so confused. If possible, we want our frontliners to be in the champion stack because of the endurance training. Getting a Fire Force would be great as well. If we could. I'd like Ikit to heal the full, but I think we don't have time for this. Road Gore! Road Gore! It's time for the Road Gore! I didn't build any roads. Good job, little feller. Here, you can go out, Oxlord. We raw dogged a Masonic Hall. Can't say I'm proud of it, but can't say I ain't. I'm also about to raw dog a Scholars Guild. A whole guild. Boost. The Estate Hall after this. We'll let that build out because it's expensive. Okay. Ikit Claw has gained a level of renown. And we have Rank Slayer as well. Actually, means we're doing so much damage. So this has the Assassin's Blade. I kind of want to keep that. Band of True Sight. I don't really care about that. So you want the Crown of Accuracy. You... It doesn't really matter. You can have the Robes of Resistance. Okay. Ikit Claw has completed his major ambition. Oh yeah, the heroes count as a mythic level, I believe. Or, yeah, don't they count as mythics? But do they also count as legendary? Got a bunch of remains. We can sell that for fat cash, which is probably what we'll end up doing. Let it be known that Regulus has crossed me. Let me know that Burned Queen has crossed me. Some would consider your course of action deeply unwise, Ikit. Yeah, well, I kind of warned you about that, didn't I? Like, I think you knew about this. Here is Artisan Armaments. This isn't going to be too helpful for us, like, in the grand scheme of things, but it's a little something-something for our miniature frontline. This is a 25% crit chance for shield, polearm, fighter, shock, and skirmisher units. I'm not sure we're going to have any fighter units. Here he is. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Chief Engineer Cleric Bronzehammer of the Dowie. Let us hope this realm is big enough for us all. Somehow he doesn't hate me, but that's not what the lore says. Cleric Bronzehammer was the chief engineer of Carrick Angul, a dwarven hold in the World's Edge Mountains, whose modest size betrayed its grand legacy. Carrick Angul has withstood the Goblin Wars, the War of the Beards, the Battle of the Burned Blades, and even aided a fledgling empire against the foul undead. Trophies lined wall after wall, and Cleric Bronzehammer was determined to live up to that greatness of yore. Deep beneath the surface, Cleric had created a new metal alloy called Berazunk, yet it was only doom that followed. The mad, skaven Ikit Claw was drawn to this new alloy, and attack after attack, siege after siege, ambush after ambush had driven the hold to its brink. To claim the alloy, Ikit even went so far as to call forth the bloodthirster Skarbrand to skewer Dowie and Skaven alike. In desperation, Cleric ordered the Rune of Unmaking placed upon his alloy, preventing Ikit's ultimate victory by destroying his own creation. Now he has the chance to right this grudge. Before I say anything else, technically, it was Thankwol who called Skarbrand. I think it was accidental. I can't remember exactly. But Skarbrand wreaked havoc on Carrick Angul, and Ikit did eventually get his hands on the Berazunk metal. But of course, as it says, the Rune Priest placed the Rune of Unmaking on it, and after Ikit constructed the Doomsphere, the Rune of Unmaking activated, and it kind of just like disintegrated. And as you can imagine, that made Ikit very angry. So Cleric Bronzehammer is his rival, even though for some reason he kind of likes me. The dwarves are our industrious representative. They are devotees of good and subterranean society. They have underground adaptation, strong and resistant. He himself is an artisan armament, so he likes empires that trade grievances, he likes empires that do not break treaties, he dislikes empires with a weaker military, and he dislikes empires that start wars. His strategy is to trade, he drives hard bargains, he likes to expand, and to exploit. Why do you not hate me? Threat level trusting? Are you mental? You have a grudge. Ooh. Ooh, I want this. This is the landmark that someone pointed out is one of the few ways to get Binding Essence and Fragments per turn. Like, I want this so thoroughly that I might... It's way over here, isn't it? That might be a priority. Okay, I don't care about that. I would like the Right of Wealth. We might need to think about that. Give it some consideration at least. How much Imperium is this? 42, done. Okay. So Cleric is probably up here, if I had to guess. This belongs to Blimp. That's so funny. Yeah, I think the... this is also really hard to read. I think it was a bit... The Free Cities being so big has not helped me. I mean, it was never meant to help me, but I think it's going to actively hurt me with how the AI are acting. We did need a high world threat. Apparently, the AI does pretty well on high world threat as long as they're challenging plus, except for infestations. Like, the infestations, the AI isn't really programmed to go after them very much. Okay, so we can actually pop up right next to the River of Souls, and you better bloody believe we're doing that. I'm just clearing some of the stuff for my city. Oh. Bonding with the earth and its vast riches, you witness an underground tragedy. The angels have mined too far and too greedily into the depths of the earth. You used Thalor when we have a perfectly good Dowie for this? Honestly, this Skaven would do this too. Their drilling stood up an ice spider matriarch, along with a horde of underground predators. Now these menaces are stalking the gold vein, killing the workers of the angels one by one. Will you shield the miner at Gold Vein from the attacks of the Ice Spider Matriarch before it is too late? Truly, their fate holds no interest for us, but we'll take the gold mine. Oh, this is clear. Roadgore. Nobody does it quite like me. Roadgore. Ooh, Armor of the Grove. That is so anti-Skaven, it's hilarious. Maybe we could just say it's like a Warlock armor concoction, but still. Pony. I want a pony. Okay. This should be good enough. The Wand of Healing. That's going to you. Congratulations, good sir. I suppose this can go to you? Yay. We have our rat ogre, quote unquote. Our quote unquote rat ogre. Siege magic is in! I don't want any of this. What do I want? I mean, we could get an evoker. I guess. Maybe Wayfinder enchantment now that my scouts are going to start getting popped. Tier 3? Building that. How are you doing? You're doing great. Just keep building, just keep building, just keep building. No, maybe. I think I should save the right of wealth for when I really need it. Regulus is cross, you not to be trusted. I'm at war with Regulus. I don't know why you... What? Thalor wants me to capture New Rivervale. Gubbin has crossed me. He is not to be ended. Rivalry ended between Gubbin and Sunhild. Thalor has crossed Raphael. That's hilarious. I was thinking of you, Ikit Claw. We have much in common. Perhaps we can bring our empires closer together. Do you really think that, Raphael? Well, I mean... Maybe we can, Devil. Now, remember, everyone. Oh, we captured a seal, that's right. Remember, all agreements can be suspended at any time. Is it really worth... What is this going to be, 50 gold per turn? 40 gold per turn? Probably. Actually. I'm annoyed. But this is a full magical material class. This is a full Cosmoflux elixir. It's actually crazy how I just got that again. Okay, sure. Here's a fire forge. So we just need focus crystals, which are right here. Ooh, the Crookback Mountains are going to be goated. Look, these agreements can all be suspended at any time. We're just playing it up, you know? Probably have to dump some Imperium into this city. 102 Imperium income. Delicioso. We are going to have... Let me think about this. We're going to have a number of... Tier 4 units. We're not going to have many Tier 5 units, if any. I think I started a rant a couple turns ago about how there was a comment regarding the Infernal Fiends. I have a better idea. It'll be great, don't worry. Now that the monsters of the Gold Vein have been slain, the surviving miners come out of hiding. We owe our lives to you, foreigner, their master prospector begins to say. Take a look at our treasury. Name any item, and it shall be yours. We will leave this perilous place and return to our homes. I wish I could... Ooh. Wish I could take your lives, but... What? Huh. I'm fairly certain, like 97% sure you're not supposed to be able to get this, but this is the Root of Commander Rock. While Army Leader, all non-hero units in the army deal 10% damage. Who has the Mage Locks? You have some... Here you go, bud. But yeah. I could have sworn a while ago they made a change where you're not supposed to be able to get the Giant King stuff if you aren't a Giant King. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I'll take what they give me. Alright, Skaven Blight. So we own this already, that's good. Let's... Okay, we can't expand any further this way, which is unfortunate. If we're going to go Smithing Guild, I need a few more Foresters. Knowledge first. Knowledge. Okay, we're pushing our upkeep here. The Monolith going. You're on your way. Yes? Yes. Cool. Go here. I do need one more unit. I have so little front line. Probably try and boost this out if we can. Get an Iron Golem up here for Ikit Claw. And it is time for our first Tier 3 Tome. Now remember how I said I have a better idea when it comes to major transformations? It is true that not long ago, I mean, you could still go Infernal Fiend if you want. The Great Horned Rat, Children of Chaos, it fits the Skaven well. However, Ikit Claw has a fondness for Warpstone. So, why not infuse ourselves with the power of Warpstone?
Geomancy taps into the Earth's purest arcane connection. Plant your feet to feel the invisible ley lines and connect to the astral flows that resonate below. Sense the subtle contrasts between sand and ash, rock and ice. Embrace these distinctions. Become the crystal that resonates with this ancient song. Open yourself to the Earth's magic and witness its boundless offerings.
So we're going to be going for the Tome of Geomancy, and our major transformation will be Geomantic Crystallization. Again, this is all about like crystals and the earth, and Warpstone, I believe it comes from the moon Morsleep, the evil moon some factions consider. But it's basically just like a green crystal, And it powers a whole bunch of Skaven technology, so I figure Ikit would one day try to stab himself with it. And this is a very offensive transformation as well. Probably not as offensive as Infernal Fiend, but we do get +2 damage on attacks based on terrain that the unit is on, which of course is increased for single-shot attacks like the Mage Lock. And our big tier 4 unit is going to be the Geomancer. This will be providing a lot of the AoE that the Mage Lock lacks, and she'll be joining the Mage Lock in the rear. Now you see why it's even more important that I got the Iron Column. Blint has crossed you. Okay. Friendship between Gubbin and Cleric. This is not ideal. Unacceptable! Gubbin, you're going to have to choose between me and him. I'm going to make you choose. I have no war spoils. I also want to go here, but I don't think I can. Like, ain't nobody got time for this, you know? We have a war to wage. I mean, they're not really coming at me, so that's nice. Certainly worth noting. Oh, you know, I didn't consider this originally. I played on normal war threat because I like it. You know, we get the story moving sooner. But the Seal invasion is not going to be very scary, is it? It alone probably won't be enough to knock the NPCs off of it. That's fine. Alright. This is going to be our big expansion path. Holy hell. So we're going to start clearing this out. How much vitality? No. I need more money. We're going to clear all this crap out, and then we're going to go up and attack the River of Souls. There's also plenty of experience for Ikit and his squad. The Libarbian. What is this? Okay, let's just fix this real quick. What are those? Boop, boop. Lightning. Storms, whatever. Should we Cloudburst or should we Chaining? I'm a big fan of Chaining, but we have Chaining on Ikit. Maybe we Cloudburst. This gets focused aggression as well. Interesting. Yeah, we'll Cloudburst. Why not? Cool. 10 max health. Ikit. Here you go. Great proposal. You would like open borders, you need 48 gold for it. Sure. I will not take the expanding thing, though. Let it be known that Gubbin has crossed me. He is not to be trusted. I trust him way more than you, Raphael. Rumors reach you that a renowned trainer ogre set up a training camp in your domain, north of Crookback Mountain. The trainer ogre arrives in your court to pay his respects. Strength and wisdom to you. I was in service of renowned courtier and rulers. Now I walk own path. It be my honor to offer services to such great chief warlock engineer as you. Then lowering his voice, he adds, or whatever other courtier or hero come visit me. Welcome, instructor! Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ikit enhance resist. Ikit skill points. Cool. That's it. Boost. Okay. Keep going over here. We can also boost over here. And then we can start moving out. Okay. We're probably going Scholar's Guild here, right? I do think the Smith's Guild would be good, but I don't have enough Foresters. I probably should. I probably should. I should. Alright. This is our Elementalist and his stack of Doom. He's going to start clearing. Wow. Really? I'm mad about it, but I'll take it. Ah, that's right. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We'll just clean this up. I wonder what went wrong. I mean, we are... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 We are all low level here. And the golems are already vulnerable to lightning, so... Well, this is perfect. This couldn't get perfecter. Should have done that first. Take aim! There's no sound effect. It makes me so sad. Take aim! Okay. Yeah, the iron golems don't like getting wet because they're already weak to lightning. This makes them super weak. But it's okay. I will mark this one. Or designated as target anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Take aim! I'm really aiming for these crits. It's not happening. Take aim! Aw. I mean, we're only at 20%. We don't have, Did I go Chaos or Astral? I actually don't remember. Oops, I should have shot this. It's fine. I'm actually going to heal more outside of my own domain because of the Pyromaw Peak. It is what it is. Be what it be. And it ain't what it ain't. I also could have cast this ages ago. This gives 10% bonus damage, Siegebreaker, and Demolisher to support Battle Mage and Magic Fighter units. It's not that big of a deal right now. Only our Overseers can take use of it, but of course, we're about to have a Battle Mage, and the Geomancer is going to be a big puncher unit for us alongside the Mage Lock. Again, we are ranged focus, but hopefully our front line is just beginning to come into play with these little things. Which again, just imagine there's like a Skaven inside of this. But, my friends, I think we'll call it there for today. Hello, Ikit. What would you like? Probably this, so I can go for this. And I wouldn't mind this either, because he can teleport, right? So he flanks hard. But, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, although it was a rather just, clean up my domain type episode. Nothing crazy, but we did meet all of our opponents, and we have a plan of action for next time. We're going for the River of Souls, and we might even take out Regulos sooner rather than later. If I can avoid the Bone Dragon army, I would most certainly like to. Thank you to patrons and the members support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below, and I will see you next time for War with the Destructor. Only I get to destroy the world. Bye-bye!